Okay, children. So we were doing the socialization agents yesterday, and we have completed the first socialization agent, that is parents. Now the next comes very important one, school. We have talked about what are socialization agents. These are the agents who possesses power to socialize us, who in a way, teaching us a lot of things, nurturing us, and providing us various kind of opportunities and facilities. So on the next level, what is the next socialization agent, which is very important? This is school. Now in school, we are spending a lot of time, right? And here we are learning various kinds of skills. First of all, it is related to cognitive skills, which is related to your reading, writing, anything, mathematics, language. So these are the skills which are greatly developed in the school setup. What are the other skills? There are social skills as well. What are they? You people learn how to, behave with elders, with your classmates. You learn how to accept different kind of roles. You also start fulfilling various kind of responsibilities which are given you by the teacher or by any of your elder, right? So these are the social skills which also get developed in school. Now, apart from these things, there are various other things also that you learn. You also learn how to follow various kinds of rules, regulations, norms. In a way, you learn how to live a disciplined life. At home, it is upon your wish many times that whenever you want to wake up, right? Whatever you want to eat, at any time you can start eating, right? So it is your desire, it is your wish to do the things at home. But in a school setup, it is not possible, and it is not acceptable as well. There is a proper time of a lunch break, right? There is a proper time how we have to behave with our teachers. There is a proper way how we should, interact and communicate with our friends, with our classmates, or with any other authority. So in a way, we learn how to live a disciplined life. We also start following certain rules, regulations, norms. There is a proper uniform. You have to dress up into that, and then only you can come. You have to reach the school at time. So in a way, you are learning the punctuality, right? So these are certain things we get to learn here. Now, all these things, what are the things? Self-control, self-initiative, responsibility, creativity, all these qualities making you what? Self-reliant. Self-reliant means that you start relying yourself, that yes, I'm capable of doing all these things. I'm capable of, doing all kind of various things in a very good manner, and I'm learning all kind of new things. So you become self-reliant. You also start developing confidence. When you get to know various kind of things, you get to, about various kind of information, knowledge. So gradually and slowly, confidence also start building up in your personality. Fine. Now, all these information, knowledge, or you are developing your personality, it is transferring to various other domains in your life. That is why we all say that school is very important role to play in a child's life, right? So many researchers also believe that a good school can altogether transform a child's personality. That is why we find that even poor parents want to send their children to good schools, because school is, influencing and developing your personality to a great extent. Fine. So this was the second socialization agent. Now, what is the third one? Third one is peer group. Very important, particularly in teenage or when you talk about adolescent years. Now, peer groups. This is the third important socialization agent. What you are learning under this, friendship acquires great significance during this age. It provides children not only with a good opportunity to be in company of others, but also for organizing various activities. See, in a friendship, you also learn how to organize various things. Let us take an example of playing. So whenever you play any game, the rules and regulations have to be followed, right? There should be some discipline, and there should be some organization of activities. So during a play, you are learning organizing various kind of activities to monitor, to maintain discipline, to guide your classmates, to cooperate with your classmates, right? So it is a kind of teamwork. Qualities like sharing, trust, mutual understanding, role acceptance, and fulfillment develop in interaction with peers. So when you are indulged in any kind of friendship, you know how to share your things. There is a mutual trust also develops, and you start cooperating a lot with your friend or with your classmates, right? So a mutual understanding, role acceptance, you understand, you accept the role which is played by you or what others are expecting from you. So you also understand that role, and you try to fulfill that role to the greatest extent, for getting the acceptance from your friends or from your teachers. Children also learn to assert their own point of view and accept and adapt to those of others. Now, this is a very important feature. See, we all have different personalities, as we talked about in chapter number 1 about individual differences, right? So in a groups, let us take an example. Suppose there are 5 people in a group. 5 people are totally different from each other. Now there is a great need, to be a good listener also. We always expect others to listen to others, right? We always expect that others listen to our opinions, our information, our views, but we are little much less, interested in listening to others. So this is a tendency, or you can say a habit, has to be developed. You should also learn what others are saying. You should also respect others' point of view. Suppose there is a topic, there is a debate going on, or there is a discussion going on a particular topic among your group. All 5 of you have different opinions. You must have seen some students become hyper, or some students become very dominating. They expect that others just take their opinions as it is. They also start accepting those views. But this is not possible every time, right? Everyone has a right to express themselves. So as an individual, we should express our views. Yes, it is very important, but you should also try to adapt yourself, or you can say you also try to adjust yourself according to others sometimes. This is what is compatibility, right? This is known as cooperativeness. So these kind of skills are developed in a group where many people are there. So friendship is teaching you many other traits which are very important in your life. Fine. Development of self-identity is greatly facilitated by the peer group. Now, what does this mean? Every one of you understand the word of self-identity. As if I take out by word, self means you yourself, and identity you all understand. But what is the other aspect? What is other characteristics? See, self-identity means you all are in 11th standard, must be 15 plus or 16 plus, right? You should have now by this age a clear identity about yourself. What does it mean? Do you all aware of your strength and your weaknesses? And this is just a very direct question to all of you. Are you all aware about your all strength and all your weaknesses? Many of you are aware, but see there, okay, fine. Gorvi is showing me a thumbs up. Okay. Madhav is also showing me, very nice. See, we all know about our strengths, but whenever we talk about the weaknesses, many of us, either you people don't want to accept those weaknesses, or you don't want to share it with others. You might have this thought that we should not share our weaknesses with someone. But if you don't want to share it with anyone, still you should work upon it. You should change your weakness into a strength, right? So a self identity, a clear self identity is very important in developing your personality. If you know that certain traits of yours are not correct, or it is not liked by other persons, you should, always put efforts to change those negative traits into positive traits. So this is all concept of self identity, that whenever you become aware about your weaknesses as well as the strength, right? So peer group teaching you a lot of things. You can highlight these things and also give a very simple example to understand all these key terms. Fine. The last socialization agent is media influences. Now, this media influences has become very popular nowadays because we have a lot of social media. We have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have Facebook, we have WhatsApp, and many other platforms are there. So, media is influencing us in a very effective manner as compared to previous time, right? There are various kind of things through magazines, through newspaper, through television. We are learning lot of things. Children learn about many things from these sources. Adolescents and young adults often derive their models from them. Now, what we generally observe, what we generally see, that there are certain people, there are certain celebrities, or there are certain successful people who are getting everything in their life, or who have achieved to a certain place which is admired by everyone, right? So they become a role model for all of us. We all have a role model in our life. Tomorrow I'm going to discuss this thing, right? We all have a role model, whether it is present at your house, whether it is present in your surroundings, or whether it is present in whether you came to know about that person through social media. So you try to imitate those persons, right? You try to copy them because you know that these traits, these personality characteristics made that person successful. Fine. So through media, we are coming to know about various kind of knowledge and exposure. Now, main thing is the example you can give under media influences. The exposure to violence on television is a major issue of discussion, since studies indicate that observing violence on television enhances aggressive behavior among children. This is a very common negative trait has been observed by the researchers, that as children see lot of aggressiveness or lot of violence on the television, they start developing the same behavior inside them. They also start speaking in the same manner, right? They start abusing others, they start beating their siblings, or they start showing the aggressive behavior toward their parents, towards their teachers, or towards their friends. So this is a general tendency which could be observed among adolescents or among small children, because these people are learning all these the media influences agent of socialization in a better way, in order to prevent children from developing undesirable behaviors. So we can, use media in a very different manner, just to teach the children all the desirable behaviors instead of undesirable behaviors. So this is all about the socialization agents. Yes, ma'am, we can stop with the recording.